As noted in the readings in the GIS Fundamentals textbook, calculating a watershed requires several steps, and one of the first steps is conditioning the DEM to remove low areas that are spurious or artifact of built structures on the landscape. There are several ways we can do this, and within Whitebox GIS, so that's in the processing toolkits and the Whitebox tools here, down in the hydrologic analysis, we can breach depressions or we can fill depressions. The differences are described in detail in the text. We'll go with the breach depressions here because it generally will disturb less landscape, and we want to make sure we use the DEM and not the hillshade we have. There are various options here on the depth and length of the breach that will accept the defaults for now. You want to experiment with this and understanding if you work quite a lot and care much about the results with the watershed delineation you're doing. And I'm going to save this to a file. I'll call it something like BR1 just for brevity. And then run. And it's a fairly quick algorithm. So here I have a new data layer and I can compare it to my old data layer, but I can't really see much difference except for the difference here in the colors that I'm using. And so I really want to see how big a difference it made. I can go up here to my raster calculator and calculate the difference between my breach and my drift. So I'll have my original here, and I'll subtract my breach data layer, and I'll save that to something that I'll call my diff, and save, and OK. And that gives me this layer that shows, oh, there's from a minus 0.46 where it filled those little holes to a 4.99. It breached as deep as 4.99. There's these little white bits around. So if I zoom in, I can see, oh, here are the areas where I have breaches between blocks. Our next step is to calculate a flow direction based on this cleaned DEM